This is the Effing One Podcast, Australia's only Formula One podcast with Adam and Luke.
G'day and welcome to Effing One Podcast, the world's laziest Formula One podcast. You could say it's our only redeeming feature. So lazy that 90% of the time we don't wear pants during this podcast. There's no preparation, there's no run sheet. We just turn up. The only thing Luke and I say to each other before we turn the mics on is, "G'day, dickhead." That's it.
It's true.
It's true. So, if you like your F1 action, a little bit blue, a little lewd, and very, very nude, welcome, friends. This is the F1 podcast, free of judgment, free of pasty, pale, boring English people, and free from advertising. Every other F1 podcast will molest you with advertising.
Oh,
Molest you!
bent over.
Pop it in. Not this podcast. It's the benefit of being the most poorly downloaded Formula One podcast, in addition to being the laziest. So many benefits. In fact, we're proud of it. Being lazy is our selling point. It makes this little Aussie podcast for the little battler bespoke. What a wanky term.
Big words.
Bespoke.
Big words.
So, if you're listening to this podcast for the very first time, you little VIP, your very own personal bespoke Formula One podcast.
Bespoke again.
Welcome. Come on in. Please take a seat. Get comfy. Loosen your trousers. Strap yourself in and shut the hell up. My legs
I
were
saw
flat.
that they were
Did you see
flailing.
it? I got so
Yeah,
excited.
so many neighbours asking, what the fuck's going on?
I was like doing karate kicks in
yeah.
here. Two slightly overweight middle-aged Aussie blokes are talking Formula One. G'day, Luke.
G'day, Adam.
How you going?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you, mate. Good to see you.
Just want to say hi to our Iceland listeners.
Oh.
Got a listener in Iceland now.
How do we say that?
I don't know. Hi.
Oh, do they? Yeah, they understand
They speak English.
No, yeah, they
That'd be
understand.
fine.
They're fluent.
This one does. He
Yeah.
just listened to our podcast. If he didn't, he's just wasted his fucking time, which is what everyone else is doing.
Correct.
Welcome.
Welcome aboard. People that are wasting your time,
Welcome aboard the nonsense train. All
enjoy.
aboard.
Tickets, please.
Tickets, please.
Tickets, please. Hey, what's his name? Urslecker? Bugedorfer.
Olofsson.
Olofsson. Fjötebudu.
Look at the northern lights. Watch out for those volcanoes.
Oh, I'd love to go there, though. Wouldn't it be spectacular?
Yeah, would be good.
Oh,
It's on the bucket list.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Hmm.
We'll get
I know
this.
about you. I
This
will.
podcast will probably do a live show
From Iceland.
from Iceland in front of thousands.
It'll just take us half the podcast to say where we are
Yeah.
because we won't know how to say it properly.
No.
Unless we're in Reykjavik, then it's okay.
Hey,
I probably
Luke.
said that wrong.
Reykjavik.
Reykjavik. See, I don't know.
I don't even know. Pickled fish. The land of the pickled fish.
Everywhere up there is pickled fish. It's all they can do.
Those Scandos.
And blubber.
Pickled fish on toast. I think that's their favourite dish. The native dish of the Scandos.
It's good spread.
Very good. Big podcast, Luke.
Is it?
Oh, let's do a forward sell.
All right.
Can we lock it? Let's lock down forward sell. Luke.
Don't mention lockdown to our Melbourne listeners.
Oh, no.
Poor people.
All
They've
the
just,
rest-
I think they've just come out of
The
it.
rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor little Melbourners. That's another reason why we're going to kick them off the Formula One calendar, Luke. Always getting locked down. Big podcast for the Azerbaijani wrap-up and France GP preview. 2-in-1.
Love a 2-in-1.
Love a good double ender. Love a good double ender.
Pig on a spit.
Very, very nice. Delicious. Crackling. Nice. Juicy. It's a 2-in-1 podcast. Mouth-watering. Proudly brought to you by the Effing One charity, Hand Jobs for the Homeless, Luke. Wonderful initiative put forward by you, and now an official government-sanctioned charity. Because why should people on the streets miss out on a wristy from time to time?
It's a risky wristy,
Yeah,
but we get it done.
sure do.
You should see the look on their face. And they walk different. They walk around with confidence.
Yep.
Then they go back under their bridge.
Into their cardboard box. But
We've sent some fridge boxes down there. There's got like a mini high-rise for them.
very nice. But they did have a glimmer of normalcy when we were giving them a wristy.
Sure, it was thick. off-coloured and smelled weird, but we do it for them.
We do it for the little guy. And as always, wherever you're listening to us from around the world, we are proud to offer you, this is a free podcast, but on top of being a free podcast, we're offering you a puke-free guarantee. So if something you hear triggers your puke or gag reflex over the next hour, please let us know. We'll personally come over to your place and get you cleaned up and, of course, dry clean the outfit that you're wearing right now.
That's true. We will do that. The only caveat to that is it has to be from the podcast, not while you're deep throating anyone, or if you're eating a suspiciously bad meal.
Suspiciously large cock.
I wouldn't listen to this podcast while deep throating anything. Okay.
Yes, there is a. Sorry, we should have. I really should clarify that.
There's little asterisks over that.
Yes,
the puke-free guarantee.
It's only while you're listening to the podcast.
Yes.
Not when you're deep throating a homeless man. That's the FE1 podcast puke-free guarantee.
It's insane.
This is silly.
But hey,
why are we doing this?
it's what we do.
Why
We only do
do
silly.
we, Luke?
Yeah.
We're doing it.
That's what we do
Might
all
as
the
well
time.
keep going.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame to. Well, look, hey, that guy in Iceland would be devastated.
Hmm.
It'd be Devo if we stop now.
I know. He was deep throating a homeless man. Like, what?
He was halfway through his.
I can't do this and listen to this?
It was deep throating and halfway through a pickled fish sandwich.
Unless, if you want to listen to us while deep throating a homeless person,
Fine.
by all means do it. It'll probably take your mind off the taste. But
But
if you puke while doing that,
you're not covered
Yes.
by
Yeah.
the FM1 podcast
Yeah.
puke free guarantee. Just remember, it's the
Our
warranty.
insurance doesn't cover
The
it.
warranty is not covered during deep throat. So now you've been warned.
Yeah. If you are listening to this podcast while deep throating, send Adam a selfie. He'll appreciate it.
Thank you. That was directly to that guy in Iceland, that warning. On the pod tonight, Robert fucking Kubica. Robert Kubica.
He's our hand in the paddock.
I don't
Gives
know-
us all the inside information.
Damn right he does. I can't believe we get the massive names on this podcast. It's till today. I just can't believe how we punch above our weight, Luke.
And we are weighty.
We are heavy. We're heavy, overweight, middle-aged Aussie blokes. But still, we're punching above that weight.
Very well above.
Who else? We've got Toto Wolff.
Toto Wolff. What a man.
Hey, Kimi
He's going to be angry.
Räikkönen.
They had a pretty bad race.
Oh, he's always angry, isn't he? Toto's always angry. Sebastian Vettel is on this podcast.
He'll be happy.
Oh, yeah.
Very jubilant.
Very happy. Hey, podium
P2.
for. Gosh, didn't see that coming. And of course, Dan.
Dan, the personality of Ricardo on this podcast.
Got good authority. Tonight's the night.
Yep.
We keep promising Dan. He's very busy, and we do end up having to push him to the next episode because there is so much content to get through. Tonight's the night.
Yep.
We've set aside some other bits. We're going to forego
We're here all night.
some content. We're here. Try the fish.
Yep.
Try the pickled fish. We're here all night.
Get in there.
Get in there.
It's good egg salad as well.
Very nice. Your mum, Luke's mum.
Saw Mum today.
How is she?
She's doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's the hip?
Hip's fine.
Good.
Legs fine. She's trying to walk. But she just needs to work a little bit harder.
Yeah.
And get off your ass, Mum.
Yeah. Come on.
I was seeing my niece and nephew at their gymnastics, and I was saying to Mum she needs to get up on those parallel bars, give it a try. Try to iron cross on those rings.
Do the pole vault.
Try the pole vault as well.
Do the rings, pole vault.
Yep, I want to see that iron cross where you got your arms out and you're just holding it there. I'm like,
Yes.
Mum, come on, I'm the only one we had to learn. Get up there and do it now.
The uneven bars.
Very uneven when
Very,
she's on
very-
it.
Yeah. Well, hey, great news. Your mum will be featuring in this podcast tonight. She is, of course, preparing the lovely food that we've...
The French banquet.
the French banquet that we're going to enjoy very shortly. Every single episode, she comes in with some delicious treats from the country of origin that
Yeah,
we're
of the next race.
podcasting of the next race. So we're going to get into that. Can't wait to get into some French food. Ooh, delish. Wonder what those little puffy things. You know,
Puffy things?
yeah, the desserts. Yeah, the little-
Puffy things.
What-
It looks like you're holding
what
testicles.
am I doing with my
your
hand? It looks like I'm massaging testicles with. I don't mean to. That's my sign language for delicious pastry treats.
Looks like SOS on testicles.
Yeah. Okay, let's get straight into it, big fella. The Azerbaijan race. Let's take a look.
Perez
Sergio
wins the race.
Yes, Sergio. How good was that?
Very good. So happy for him. He
So
drove a brilliant race. He probably could have won the race if Red Bull did a proper pit stop
Yep.
when they pitted him.
Yep.
Because he pumped out some cracking laps.
Yeah.
But the pit stop was like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
So he was probably going to clear Max
Wow.
at the end of that sequence.
That would have been epic.
But they did a shit stop, and he unfortunately came out behind his teammate, but he jumped Lewis quite easily,
Yeah.
going by the superior pace of the Red Bull. Max went off into the distance, Perez went off into the distance, and then Lance Stroll, thankfully, had a tyre blowout
Yes.
on the hard tyres that he started on. He wasn't far off from coming in. And they blew up, put him in the wall on the main straight. Interesting that both him and Max were on the main straight, not under load. They were just spinning really quickly.
Yep.
And yeah, he crashed out, brought in the safety car, and then
Love a good safety car.
love a good safety car. Alonso came in, put some softs on, and he jumped everyone, a few people, because everyone was having trouble warming up the tyres.
Yep.
Mercedes, Bottas said he had issues warming the tyres afterwards. Remember, this year they don't have the dust system. Dust isn't there.
Das is not there.
Dust is not there. So they
Nine.
can't heat up their tyres like they did in the previous season.
Yep.
So, but Bottas had trouble. He went backwards very quickly, which is very much like him.
Very Bottas.
He's like,
isn't it?
after you.
Yeah. After.
Fernando Alonso went around the outside of him and on the inside to the next corner. Beautiful moves from Fernando. Did it a couple of times.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then
Do you
Poor
think?
Max.
Do you think when you overtake a Ferrari, you get so excited, and you look back and it's just Bottas. Wasn't that much of a big deal.
yeah, it's
Can't
just,
really celebrate that, can
no,
I?
it's a Mercedes, but
But it's a Bottas.
it's Bottas.
Yeah.
so,
He's hopeless, Luke.
yeah.
He's got to go.
Is it-
We were chatting about this before we turned the mics on.
Mm-hmm.
He has to go. We've got to get George in there.
Yep.
Because what's George going to do? I know. I'm sorry.
Another year of mediocrity.
We've
in-
leapt to this too soon. We're still in
No,
the middle of
no,
the recap, but
no.
we just got to get it off our chest. Got to get George in. We've got to get Bottas out.
Yep. I completely agree. Where would Bottas go? Doesn't matter.
don't know.
We need George
We don't care.
in that Mercedes.
Go to Formula E.
Or IndyCar.
Bottas or Indy. It'd be too boring for Indy.
Grosjean got pole position for the Indy GP before Indianapolis. Marcus Ericsson won the Detroit race.
See? Bottas?
Even the stay-at-home Viking won a race in IndyCar.
See, the worst...
And hopefully, a little bit later, I'm going to have a quick chat with Marcus Ericsson.
Are you?
Yep,
Oh,
just to
wow.
catch up and see how he is.
Okay.
He used to feature quite a lot on the podcast.
The stay-at-home Viking? Yeah.
And now he's in the home of Doritos.
Oh,
He'd be loving it. And now
Loving
he's
it.
won a race. Imagine how many Doritos he can have now. We'll talk to him a little bit later.
perfect for Bottas. It's the perfect place for shit F1 drivers to go and to be race winners in Indy.
That's right.
Maybe that's the fit. But George, got to be in.
Deserves
Bottas,
his spot. There's no point
out.
him staying like Ferrari's all clogged up. Signs on the cloak, done.
Yep.
Norris, Ricciardo, signed.
all the good seats are taken.
Red Bull, Perez is doing a decent job.
Yep.
Max is there.
Alpine aren't going to get rid of a world champion and Ocon because he's French. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah. And then
He's stuck.
that's not a race-winning team. He wants to be in a race-winning team. The only team that he's signed under, he's under their blanket, he's under their umbrella. It's Mercedes. And Mercedes know at some point, because Lewis isn't going to retire at the end of the year,
No.
he's going to want to keep going for longer and longer. And at some point, they're going to have to bite the bullet, put Russell in the car. Sorry, Bottas, but, you know, he kind of did wipe the floor with you in that one race he did.
Yep.
And he's an exceptional driver. And if you waste him another year and another shit Williams, there's no reason. You're
No.
just wasting a man's
No.
talent. You're wasting your investment
Yep.
to have a mediocre Bottas.
Yep.
After the weekend he's had a tough season so far. Hasn't all gone to plan. He's had some issues with the pit stop in Monaco. But he's nowhere near.
No.
In regards to the way that young George, boy George is, he deserves that spot at Mercedes next to Lewis. And let's see how Lewis goes with a teammate that can take it to him.
Yep.
Instead of
Absolutely.
just giving him a free championship.
Absolutely.
And you don't know what Mercedes is going to be next year. Next year is a whole new series, new regulations, new car,
Could be
new design.
They could be rubbish.
It could be Aston Martin that's the best car.
Could be.
It could be fucking Alpha Tauri that's the
We
best
don't
car.
know. We don't know these things.
wouldn't
That's
know.
the beauty of it.
Could be Williams. Imagine that.
No.
Imagine that.
It won't be brilliant.
Latifi's winning a race and
Wouldn't that be funny?
and George's like, fuck, I just left
Oh,
that.
damn
team."
it. We've taken a bit of a side. We've back on track now.
Azerbaijan.
Back on
So
track. Pardon the pun.
Perez on top.
Yeah, Perez.
Sebastian Vettel, the finger boy.
Finger boy Vettel.
P2. I was so happy for him. He drove an
Amazing.
immaculate race in Monaco,
Amazing.
and he did another great job.
Yep.
And Azerbaijan, Gasly fought off a lot of drivers
Yep.
to keep that position, to get P3 and another podium for him.
And the reason that happened, just recapping, is Max had a blowout, a tyre blowout. Everything was smooth sailing for Maxi boy. Suddenly, tyre blowout.
Turn out and go straight into the wall.
Throws
at
the race.
300 kilometers an hour.
Unbelievable.
Scary crash. Just turns right and goes straight in. But thankfully, he was okay.
Yep.
He managed to have the strength and energy to kick his tyre.
Yep.
So I'm sure that meant a lot to him.
Yeah.
But the great news, we thought, that's terrible. You know, he's going to lose out on all these points. It was going to be a
Yes.
25-point, and then
Yeah.
Lewis is going to get that gap back
Yep.
with staying in the race. And then thankfully, the red flag came out. Red Bull's got on the blower and said, listen, we could finish this under safety car and we win the race. But if we're going to restart this, we should throw a red flag because everyone's on these tyres that could blow up.
Yep.
So let's, for safety reasons, make it a red flag, which I dare say other teams were doing it too, but the only one they broadcast was the Red Bull to the FIA. And therefore, everyone could come in, get new tyres, and start the race with 2 or 3 laps to go.
So, I love a good restart. Restart, a couple of laps to go. It's all to play for. Anyone can do it. You've got Perez, Hamilton, off they go. Hamilton gets in front of Perez.
Perez gets a dog of a start.
Shitty start.
Terrible drop of the clutch. And you noticed just before the lights went out, Lewis's brakes were smoking quite a bit. There was a few others that were smoking as well. You know, it's a no smoking area. You should be thinking of that, especially when it comes to the environment.
Very true.
But with the smoking, he then goes into turn 1 ahead of Perez, but didn't go past turn 1. He just went straight on
Correct.
into the braking zone, off to the side of the track there. When you're supposed to go left, he went straight, locked up both wheels. Apparently, there's a switch or a button that they have which generates heat.
I think they call it the magic button.
Magic
in
button.
Mercedes.
Would it be the magic button? And unfortunately,
He switched it. He flicked it.
Apparently, he turned it off, but he accidentally flicked it back on. And so all the brake bias basically goes to the front of the car.
It's a massive
So he has
lock-up.
no rear brakes, and
Can't
he's
do
gone to the
anything.
corner, and he's just gone straight on.
Jesus.
And the rest of the field goes straight past him. Even Mazepin got past him.
Unbelievable. Imagine in a split second you've gone from, I can't believe this. I'm going to fucking win. Oh, crap.
Yep, I was sitting third behind the 2 Red Bulls. I'm going to lose some points
Oh, wow.
to Max. Max can extend his lead, and then Max crashed like sweet, going to great takeoff, and then lock up.
There's been a lot of that this season. Just some little moments where things have gone one way or the other.
Yep.
So much luck, so much bad luck. Hamilton running off, getting back on track, into the gravel, getting back on track, coming second.
Yep.
Like all that sort of stuff has just been happening constantly. It's an awesome season so far.
It's been a fantastic season.
So good.
So the top 10, Perez, Vettel, Gasly, Leclerc, Norris, Alonso, Tsunami, Tsunoda, Sainz, Ricciardo, and Raikkonen in the top 10. And for the bottom ones,
Ooh.
for the this is big news.
Yeah.
Since we've had the Turd Championship,
Yes.
which is the opposite of the championship. It's basically the shittest drivers. From
Yes.
P11 to P20, you get negative points in the same order as it does from 1 to 10. So 20th gets the negative 25, negative 18, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. And then, so it's the first time
Who?
in the podcast
That.
that we've had the Turd Championship that Lewis Douche Canoe Hamilton
Oh, congratulations.
is finally in the Turd Championship.
Welcome aboard.
Could this be the season that he's not the best in the world?
Well,
Because
maybe.
he's now been introduced to the Turd. The only driver who is exempt from the Turd Championship so far this year is Lando Chuck Norris.
Is that right?
So, by all accounts, he's the best driver in Formula One at the moment.
In terms of consistency,
Consistency and not being outside the top 10.
that is remarkable.
So, the The bottom tenor in the third championship, Ocon, Stroll, Verstappen, Russell, Latifi, Hamilton P15,
Wow.
Mazepin, Mick Schumacher. Mick Schumacher just got him on the final lap of the race,
Oh, I saw that.
slipstream him, and then Mazepin did a little jink in front of
Did
him.
you see that? That's a bit
Mick,
much.
imagine if they made contact.
That's one thing you don't do as teammates is you don't, when you're flying at 300 k's an hour, try to crash into your teammate or scare him and run him into the wall.
'Cause you know he's not going to lift. You know he's not going to see that flink and go, oh, okay. You know he's going to keep going.
Yeah.
And if it's wheel-to-wheel contact, someone's going to get
Yeah.
airborne at 300 kilometres an hour.
Did
That
you-
would end
did you hear
Mazepin's career.
The onboards were just. Did you hear what Schumacher was saying? He's like,
Yeah.
what the?
Yeah.
What the fuck? And who's on the radio for that team? Don't even know, but he was just trying to ignore it and move on.
Yeah.
Just don't worry about it, Mick. Yep, we know.
Yeah,
Don't
we know.
talk anymore.
We
Don't know.
can't-
We'll
don't-
sort it
Russia's
out
listening.
later. We'll sort it out later. Yeah, Russia's listening.
Then Bottas, Giovinazzi. So
Yeah.
Bottas, no Mercedes points at all.
Ooh, ouch.
Stings.
That stings a lot. Good time to wrap up some awards,
Mm.
Luke. We've got a whole bag of awards
gamut.
here. A gamut. We've got a whole plethora. A smorgasbord.
I love when people say plethora.
Plethora. Flown up from Melbourne, of course. Producer
Yes.
Pete looking after his mum.
Yep.
That's why the quality of every
She's not in
podcast-
Melbourne, but we sent it via Melbourne
Via Melbourne.
because it's much more of a scenic route.
Yep.
It's where we get all of our. Once Pete sends it there, it just gets a final dusting
Little dust off.
and then comes up to us.
A big shout out to Pete and Pete's mum. And a lovely awards, freshly whittled. Let's get into them. Here it is, the first one. The Green Award, Luke, for the minimising environmental footprint. Who wins that
The
award?
Green Award.
Yep.
Well, this for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix goes to Esteban Ocon.
Well done.
Out very early,
Yep.
saving fuel, saving energy,
Yep.
saving the planet. Well done, Esteban.
Well done, Esteban.
The French stick.
Next award is the Lick It and Send It.
For the greatest overtaking
Best
maneuver.
overtaking maneuver.
We're
Luke.
giving it to Alonso because he did phenomenal. Like when he got those fresh softs on that restart after the Stroll safety car, around Yuji Ide, around Bottas, around the outside. Beautiful overtaking maneuvers.
Beautiful.
It's nice to see a driver who doesn't just make a move into one corner, he
Yep.
sets it up for the next corner as well.
Yeah.
And Norris is very good at that too.
Yep.
But Alonso gets it for that race.
UG Ide, speaking of the devil, for wasting everyone's time.
Yeah, so
Who wasted our time out there?
sorry, I did say Alonso on Yuji.
You did say UG Ide,
I did.
which I thought was a weird
So Yuki, I meant to say Yuki Tsunoda.
Yuki Tsunoda. Hey,
The sweary Tsunoda.
Yeah.
He's probably swearing at this right now listening to it.
yeah, I can't believe they got my name wrong.
You know what? Sweary, calm your fucking fire. Calm fuck down. You're in Austria. Look around.
Yeah.
Take in that scenery. Shut the fuck up.
Tsunoda, you wish you were as good as.
UG Day.
UG.
You wish you had your own award.
Yeah,
That's what he's
right.
thinking.
Yeah, you wish you were UG.
It'll be the Fuck You Award.
That's right.
Brought to you by Sweary Tsunoda. So the UG Day Award for the waste of time, not the Yuki Tsunoda Award.
I'm so confused.
UG Day. Max and Lewis,
Max and Lewis.
number 1 and 2 in the championship. They walk away with nothing.
Love it.
Nothing.
Absolutely bugger all. Making Formula One great award, Luke. Who made Formula One
This could be
great?
controversial. The F1 Podcast Award making Formula One great again. It's going to Pirelli.
Oh,
Because if it wasn't for their exploding tyres, we would have had quite a dull Grand Prix.
I know. We've spoken about it before, Luke. And
Get to
we've-
take Lance out. Get to take
Yes.
Max out. What a great time.
That's what it should be mandatory in every race.
Hmm.
2 cars should have exploding tyres, but you're not sure who's got them. So when you're starting, you just like there's a chance you got an exploding tyre. There's a 1 in 10 chance. It's you. That's going to
Hmm. I like
spice it
those
up
odds.
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a roll of the dice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit of risk.
Yeah.
Bit of reward.
But it won't happen in a dangerous part of the track. It'll just happen.
Yep, and it's electric. It's controlled by via electric.
Someone just press a button, but they don't know who it is or where they are. So they
Correct.
could crash at a bad time.
that is a point.
Because you can't let anyone know.
That's
There's a lot of
true.
things we need to work out.
We'll
But this is just another idea.
We'll work out the details
We'll
later.
workshop it. We'll workshop.
We'll get some people together.
We'll
But
talk
I'll-
to Pirelli.
talk
Go,
to Pirelli.
listen, we just want to explode your tyres. Sure, it looks
Yeah.
bad on the brand,
Yeah.
but it's okay. It's for entertainment.
It's entertainment, and we'll make sure it's not.
It's
a
like
bad reflection.
wrestling. We'll rig it.
We're going to rig it, and everyone's going to know it.
Yep.
And it's not the tire.
No.
It just has to happen.
Yeah.
Someone must die.
Yeah, or we'll put tyre spikes on the track.
Oh, I love that.
Another
idea
great
as well.
ideas. But Pirelli for giving us exploding tyres
Yep.
and giving us an explosive race.
Love it.
Well done.
Love
You
it.
made F1 great again.
The Caviar Cup,
Oh,
Luke. The battle of the billionaire boys. The sons of very rich fathers who bought them a team. There's only 3 in this category.
there is only 3. It's Mazepin, Latifi, and Stroll.
Stroll.
They are the 3 billionaire boys.
Yep.
But the Caviar Cup is they only get a point, and that's going to go to Latifi because he finished ahead of Russell. Russell had an issue with the car. Mazepin nearly got a point because he was ahead of Mick going into that last corner.
Yes.
But unfortunately, Mick got the drag on him,
Yes.
and Stroll, well, he exploded. So he gets nothing. The only other award is the Pasta Maldonado Award,
Pasta Maldonado Award.
and we're giving it out to the ham sandwich, the douche canoe,
Yep.
Hamilton.
Speckled Jim Award.
Oh,
Hey, you forgot that one, didn't you?
Speckled Jim medal. Never forget that one. You can't forget
You can't
our great
forget old
Speckled Jim. Now, it's coming up to the anniversary of Speckled Jim's passing.
It's always a hard time of the year, isn't it?
It's winter.
It's cold. The memories come flooding back.
Yeah, and I think that's what also hampered his vision.
Yeah.
Wasn't good in the cold. Didn't have a lot of feathers. Yeah, I think he had 3.
Oh, poor little
He
fella.
should have hundreds.
Should
But he had alopecia, as we know.
He did, didn't he?
An athlete's foot.
Skin conditions.
He had tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Ringing in the ear.
Yep.
It was mainly because of the amount of concussions he had.
Yeah.
He had CTE.
CTE. Oh, man.
I found out recently he actually had
Herpes? and he had HIV.
he had herpes. He was HIV positive,
He was.
and he was. And this is a bit hard
Oh,
because
don't.
we ate him
Yes, true.
afterwards.
We had to do a test, didn't we?
We did. We had to do a quick swab. It turns out that he had prostate cancer. I didn't even know chickens and their cloacas had prostates.
Very
but
small.
Our Speckled Jim,
Very small. Yep.
tiny prostate.
Tiny prostate. And
We
delicious.
took that out.
It's funny how when you batter it, you deep fry it. Tastes delicious.
Tastes the same.
Tastes the same.
Say some of the rest of it.
Cancery, non-cancery, you can't really tell.
You know who would tell?
Who?
Robert Kubica.
Robert Kubica.
But the 3-2-1 votes for our Speckled Jim, our disease-riddled fighting penis, fighting cock,
Fighting
Sorry.
cocks. What? Oh,
fighting
a
cock.
penis? What? That's disgusting. Luke. No, it's a cock. He was a bird.
He's a rooster.
He's a rooster. He's a male chicken. They're called cocks, Luke. Don't get all... You're getting all red on me. Don't get all red and embarrassed. He's a cock.
He's a beautiful
A
cock.
beautiful, smooth,
One-eyed
featherless,
cock.
one-eyed cock. And we loved him.
So the 3 votes for best on ground for
Yep.
the Speckled Jim medal,
The Fighting Cock
the
Award.
Fighting Cock Award, is Sebastian Vettel
Oh,
gets 3 votes.
Yep.
Sergio Perez gets 2.
yes.
And the race leader, until it all went haywire for him, I'm going to give it to Max Verstappen.
Oh,
He didn't
love it.
finish the race, but he deserves a point.
Love that. Let's catch up with Robert Kubica. Lovely, because you just mentioned this, and we would normally do this right off the top of the intro, get straight into him, but he's been busy. He's been distracted by COVID testing.
Yes, you do.
So let's play the intro, that wonderful intro we have for Robert Kubica, which is now the official Polish national anthem, Luke.
We have the abridged version.
Yes.
But the longer version, where he talks about Fistinianus,
Yep.
that is all in the full length
Full length.
Polish national anthem.
Yeah. And let's play it.
Geen in the park, geen in the park, het geen in the park with Robert Kubica. Robert Kubica. Hey, hey.
Hey, hello. It's me, Robert Kubica. Hey fellows, nice to see you.
Our hand in the paddock. Nice to see you, Robert.
Nice to see you guys.
Any interesting news?
Not really, just testing
Just testing the anus.
There's a lot of cows in the highlands around there. Have you been
Yes.
testing any cows?
No, look, I know difference between driver and cow. I came from a small village in Poland near Warsaw, and they have many cows. So I know the difference of the anus taste of a cow and a human being.
Have you ever tested a cow that's had COVID?
No, look, a cow cannot, a bovine cannot contract COVID.
Really? Well, there goes my idea for
Yes,
For
you're
making-
not a scientist.
having
No, do you
face
have a-
masks for cows.
Not true. And you know you have a very large finger to test animals like I
that's-
do. I have the world's greatest COVID tester. You know what? This testing finger, my finger, that was tragically deformication. I don't know the word for you say in English. When I had that horrible rally accident, and I had a normal arm, and I have a crash. I get out, it's fun, and then it's just a fucking bit of bone with flesh dripping off. I thought, what am I going to do with my life?
I thought it was
Now look at me, look.
an homage to Nicky Lauda
You
in one
know,
hand.
It felt like that. Trust me, it's horrible. But now look at me, look. I walk around like a peacock. Hey, look at me now, ladies. I'm a very nice guy with a wonderful testing. I'm famous for testing COVID all around the world.
I need to give you some exciting news because you know how we made a mold of your hand a while ago to
Yes.
do the at-home COVID testing for the people that listen. They
Yes.
can get hold of the
Yes. I remember, look.
the hand in the paddock at home. The beauty thing is
this.
we've added a little something to the side of it. So not only is it a possibility to use your exact replica hand to test COVID, it can actually now do pap smears. So we've expanded our market. The women can actually do at-home pap smear tests
Wow.
with your hand.
This is fantastic. Look.
So we've
what
put an
wonderful news.
extra 0 on the contract.
So you're telling me that my hand will be in 1 million pussies around the world.
Well, if it takes off, it could be in more than 1 million.
1 billion pussies
Yes,
have Robert Kubica inside them.
could possibly happen.
Congratulations, pussies. Ha 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 ha. Robert Kubica has been inside of you. Well, congratulations. This is wonderful news, Luke.
It's great news. You should tell your cunt at home.
My lovely cunt. This is your word for English for beautiful wife.
Beautiful, smart, and intelligent wife.
See, you teach me so many wonderful English words. Really?
Caring,
Is that what it...
nurturing.
Oh, it stands for... So, cunt. C, caring. U stand for... I don't know. I ask you. Oh, this is your word, look. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
What does the U stand for?
it's a good question.
Underwear? No?
No.
N for nighttime?
Caring. That's the
thought-
U.
Okay. Oh, I'm so confused right now. It's okay, look. You can think about it later.
Nurturing
Nurturing.
and talented.
Talent.
So caring,
Caring.
natural, talented.
Das is the cunt. I like it a lot. Hey, this is fantastic news. I'm going to be inside the pussies. Hey, wonderful. I have to tell you, look, they have done a test with my testing arm, and they have used my arm against the official testing from the Schwabbies. The Schwabbies.
Schwabbies?
The Schwabbies that goes in your nose and the back of the throat. And they have done a test. And my way of picking up the COVID is 100% accurate. Where the technologies with the Schwabbies is only 93% accurate. My finger, my taste buds, is the most COVID accurate test in the world.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It was unique.
Unique. Oh, the cunt.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so
Caring.
let's recap. Cunt in English
Yes.
is word for wife
Caring,
because she's caring.
Unique. nurturing, nurturing,
Nurturing.
nurturing. Yes.
Nurturing
And talented.
and talented.
yes.
Cunt.
Yeah, that you can describe anyone
Yes.
who matches those four.
Yes.
You can call them a cunt. Doesn't just have to be your wife, but your wife is caring,
Okay.
unique.
Why did you hesitate earlier? You hesitate on the U. You weren't sure.
I did forget.
You forgot.
Yes.
It's okay. Look,
I just say cunt and I don't think about what it means. I just say
Yeah.
cunt. And some people are like, what does that mean? I'm like,
we don't know.
it's good.
It's a good thing. We always know. Everybody know it's good, but we don't know.
I've
how.
never had a bad reaction to the word cunt.
I guess you would not have someone who's you would not be that familiar with people whose first language is not English asking you these questions.
No. You get a phrase you use quite often,
And
but
you
you don't
forget.
actually, you
Of
know the
course.
context of it, you don't know the meaning of the word.
Yes.
Because you want to sound fancy.
Of course, look.
And then when someone goes, what does that word mean? You're like, fuck.
I know what you mean. Dravos, traviski, travashla, druflamle. This
Explain that one to me again.
The dravos, trablidre, travashlosh, drashtala.
I think I have
These
an
are
internet issue.
Polish words that have very slight different meanings. Very funny. Dravishka. Hey, look. Stop being such a dravishla. It's like your English word for cunt.
Oh, really?
Dravishla.
Travisha.
Hey, I gotta go.
Right.
I'm very busy.
Thanks, Robert.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the COVID testing in the weekend.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye now, guys. That's Robert Kubica. Hand in the paddock.
Well,
Great to see
we
him.
are more uninformed thanks to that.
It was
He didn't give us any insight to Formula 1, did he?
all COVID testing, actually.
No.
Just a lot of cunt. Lots and
A
lots of...
lot of cunt action.
Very strange. But hey, great to catch up
I
with
wonder
him.
if she's a hairy cunt.
I'd like to think so.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I just want to recap the top three
Oh, if you could.
of the Tour Championship.
Yes.
Mazepin, Latifi, Schumacher.
Mm.
Mazepin, Mazepin's on 91.
Yep.
Latifi's on 83. And Junior Schumacher's on 66 ahead of Boy George Russell. And the F1 awards that they do,
Yeah.
driver of the day and stuff.
Yep,
Fastest lap, Max Verstappen. Red Bull did the fastest pit stop. Clearly not for Perez with 1.98.
Funny how
And
that...
Sebastian Vettel, driver of the day.
Funny how it's never Max.
No.
Max never gets a bad
Never
pit
gets
stop.
a dud one.
Nah. Always gets the best bits of the cars, doesn't he?
But poor Sergio.
Poor
Yeah.
old Serge.
What does that remind you of?
Yeah.
Ricardo
Yeah,
and Verstappen?
I didn't want to say it, Luke. I didn't want to say it, but
You know who else it reminds me of?
Who?
Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber. Oh. Just believe it.
that was just driver error, Luke.
Shut the fuck up.
Driver error. We've got to catch
Mark
up.
Webber is a saint.
He's a great...
He will be knighted.
He will be a lovely man who just can't drive.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm sorry. Kimi Räikkönen, Luke. Let's catch up with Kimi.
Okay.
We've got to catch up with this guy. He's a Formula One world champion, the last Ferrari driver to win a world championship, and
Is this going to be his last lap?
I don't know. Is it
Or is
his
he just
last
going to keep
year?
going?
I think he could just keep
Till he's
going.
50.
He's just raking in the cash. He doesn't care.
Raking it in the cash.
He doesn't do interviews. He doesn't give a shit.
But he does talk to us.
But the only person he does talk to, if he won podcast, let's chat to him now.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Kimi Räikkönen, the world champion. Yeah, nice to see you guys. I'm pretty good. I've been pretty good. Thanks for asking.
How's
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. Can I go now, assholes? I could drink some vodka.
you want to drink some vodka?
Yeah. I can't be fucked. I only do this because Liberty Media made me come
You
and
got a
talk to you
triple
guys.
header this weekend.
Oh. Yeah, right.
You got Austria,
Yep.
then Austria. Well, you got France, then Austria, then Austria.
Yeah. I know. Pretty good, huh?
Are you excited?
Do I ever get excited, Luke?
That was my next question.
I never get excited.
How did you know my next question?
I never get excited, Luke, unless it's a bottle of Smirnoff, Blue Label, top shelf, inside my cockpit. And I'm,
Do you have a special flask in there?
yeah.
Because
yeah.
you didn't drink water in Monaco. I don't think it was working for
No,
you.
no.
So
That-
did
That's just for sure. That doesn't actually, the water bottle is that's empty. The other one's the real bottle. It's a bottle of vodka. Straight into my helmet, into my mouth. That's, I'm just sucking on vodka the whole fucking race, okay?
yeah?
Yeah. If you get a breathalyzer test, if you stop me at
At what point? Like, what's your
yeah.
tolerance? At what point
Yeah.
do you actually start to feel drunk? Because
Oh,
I
I-
dare say you're someone who can
I'm always
put it
drunk.
away.
Look, I'm drunk right now. I'm every single moment of my life. I'm drunk. Every single time. Whatever I do, wherever I go, I'm always drunk. Why are you laughing at?
Whatever you do.
What are you doing? Don't say that. Don't you fucking say that, Luke. Last week you called me Donald fucking Trump. last week you said that I sound like Donald Trump.
When you
And
get
that-
down there.
No! Look at me, asshole! Look at me, I'll punch you in the face! I am not Donald Trump, okay?
Okay. All right.
Stop it!
Don't.
Don't
I wouldn't-
make fun of the way I talk, okay? I will punch you in the fucking neck. I'm gonna punch you in the fucking
A neck
asshole.
punch.
I'm gonna give you an ass punch. And shut up. Ask me a question. Fuck off. I don't sound anything like Donald fucking Trump, okay? I'm Kimmy
Are you going to run
fucking
for
Räikkönen.
re-election?
You asshole. You come here, fuckface. I'm gonna punch you in the face. Take that.
Ow.
And yeah.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
Ah.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, more where that came from,
Your
asshole.
first and third were good. Your second and fourth punch were piss weak.
Shut the fuck up, asshole. I've had about a gutful of you. I'm gonna go now, and I got a nighttime gig. I've got a gig to get to.
Okay.
I'm doing a impersonation of Donald Trump.
I think you'll nail it.
It pays the bills. It pays the bills. Okay? Catch you later, asshole. Bye.
And that was Kimmy Räikkönen.
Was it Kimmy?
Fuck.
Was it Donald?
What the fuck? He is sounding more like Donald Trump. You know what I think it is? He does a great
It's that
impersonation of Donald Trump, and he's drunk. It's a combination of being drunk all the time, doing his Donald Trump impersonation, and it seems to be soaking into his personality.
Yeah.
Like he's changing his
You
personality.
wait for the next time he's doing an interview at the F1 tracks. You'll notice that he's slurring. his
Everything will be
words.
the greatest.
Yeah. The greatest.
The biggest.
Greatest.
Anyway, there you go.
Fun
Kimmy-
times.
Hey, geez, great
Mid-cell?
podcast so far. Mid-cell. You've picked it up. You have picked up what I'm pooking down, brother.
Hooking down.
Book it down. We're mid-selling right now, my man. What a podcast so far.
It's been nonsense.
It's been
but it's been good
completely-
nonsense.
It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. We've had Robert Kubica. We've had Kimi Räikkönen. Oh, just the top part of the whole part of the top part of the show. Fantastic.
It's good.
Yeah. Now, this mid part is also going to be quite good, Luke.
Not bad.
Coming up, Toto Wolff,
I'm
Sebastian Vettel.
Happy with your mid-sell
Dan
point too so far.
Ricciardo.
Dan Ricciardo.
Yep.
And we're going to have a taste of Marcus Ericsson.
A little bit of Marcus, the stay-at-home Viking.
Stay-at-home Viking.
And right now, we're going to lock down the introduction to the next GP, Luke, because there's a two-part of this podcast.
Yep.
A two-part podcast, and it's time to preview the French GP. The French GP, and as is effing one tradition here, to celebrate the customs, the cultures of the host race, the peoples of the host race, out of respect for them and their culture.
Yep.
France is famous for two things, Luke. One, of course, it's delicious foods. The other is surrendering when anyone wants to invade the country. They're very good at that. Rather than dress as a white flag, though, which we could do, dress as a white flag, very French, we thought we'd celebrate the culinary capital of the world, the French, famous for so many different dishes. It was a hard choice today. A choice we left with your mum, actually, Luke's mum. She's whipped this up, and she has chosen the dish that we'll be wearing today. Look, we're going to be wearing a dish.
As we did last time with the
it's
plov.
The plov. Wasn't that delicious?
And the cumin.
The cumin. It seems to be the thing, the fancy this year, doesn't it? Dressing up as food.
Yeah.
Getting ourselves covered in food. So let's derobe, shall we? We are wearing our bath robes. Let's take them off. Because
Ooh, looks a bit cold over there.
It's very cold over here, Luke. Thanks for noticing.
It's not cold here. It's just very, very
It's a
small.
warm spot you're on there, bud. Big warm spot. Okay, so here come the dishes. Mrs. Luke is coming over. You want to say hi, Mrs. Luke?
It's taking a while. Come on, Mum. Hurry up. While we're young.
Do you want to say hi, Mrs. Luke?
Yes, hello, boys. Here's some nice French pastries. Now, this is gonna be a little bit warm in the undercarriage.
Did you forget your teeth, Mrs. Luke?
No, I just like to talk like
Okay,
this.
fair enough. Okay, so what do we got here, Mrs.
My
Luke?
teeth keep falling out.
Yeah, okay, well, here it is. Here it comes. Thank you, Mrs. Luke. We've got two big pans.
You're welcome, boys.
Two big pans to sit in today.
It's a large
Very,
pan.
very pan. Only the finest beef fillet. There's garlic,
It's a lot of garlic.
onions.
Just to keep the vampires away.
sautéed potatoes, carrots, red wine, a slow
I
simmer
call it a red wine juice.
juice.
slow simmer for 8 hours. So let's. Are you ready? We're naked. Thank you, Mrs.
Very.
Luke. Let's pop the plums in.
Thanks, Mum.
Thank you, Mrs. Luke.
It's been sitting there a while. It's cold.
Oh, mine's warm.
Mine's very cold.
warm. Oh, that's nice. And it is a beef bourguignon.
Oh, bourguignon.
A lovely beef bourguignon. Oh, there's a little onion. Oh, there's a potato.
Well, that onion's caught
That's
around my...
nice. Oh, that's nice. It's a bit sloppy, meaty. Can't wait to tuck in later.
It's going to make my undercarriage smell a lot better, though.
Yes.
It wasn't very
Wasn't great. Wasn't fresh. So thank you very much, Mrs. Luke, for that. A wonderful tip of the cap to the French people and the French cuisines. Now, the racetrack, Luke, while we're sitting in this lovely big bowl of beef bourguignon, tell us about the French GP, mate. How's the track?
it's a shithole of a track, really.
Yeah.
When it's probably my least favorite track.
Yeah.
It's
Up there with Spain?
up there with Spain.
Yep.
Not a great track for racing. A lot of runoff.
Yeah, it's too much
Make a mistake, you're fine.
Yes. Doesn't.
I think only one person's managed to crash and hit a wall, and that was Lance Stroll. Did a very good job of it.
If anyone can
I
find
think
a wall.
Sergio had a wheel come off in a session a couple of years back.
Mhm.
You know, but still, Pagan's paddock to have a crash.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a 5.842 kilometre track, 53 laps of the Circuit Paul Ricard, first Grand Prix 1971, race distance 309.69 kilometres. The lap record is Sebastian Vettel from 2019 with a 1 minute 32.740. Now, the 2019 race results was Hamilton, Bottas, Leclerc. Pole was Hamilton, Bottas, Leclerc. Nothing changed up
Nothing
front.
changes.
Yeah, so it's a bit of not a great Grand Prix.
So a lot of runoff. So if you make a mistake, you don't get punished, and nor does anyone actually overtake.
Yep, so there is 15 corners.
Yep.
Some of them shit, some are good. 2 DRS zones. I do like turn 10 into turn 11. That's a good opportunity to go around the outside of 11 to get the inside to turn 12. But other than that, not a huge, great opportunity to overtake. Let's hope with these new tyres that they've got this year that maybe they'll blow up.
Yes. And this
Add a bit
season,
of spice.
this season has thrown in a lot of really good races. So we might be eating some humble pie or some warm beef bourguignon. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's a good race. We don't know. We don't know. The times
Race times?
to check out this race around the globe. I'm assuming it's not going to be the best for us. It never really is in Australia.
It never is, but it doesn't matter. We're still up watching it.
We still love it. We still get into it. It's
Race
fine.
times. So if you are in Auckland, New Zealand, we are watching this one at 1 a.m. So that's going to be an 11 for us.
That's going to be better. It's going to be better, isn't it?
11 a.m.
okay.
Sorry, 11 p.m.
11 p.m.
in Queensland, Australia. East coast of Australia is at 11 p.m. The next one is Perth, your old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
9 p.m. For Helsinki, for our Finnish listeners.
Yep.
How you doing up there? It's 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Stockholm in Sweden. That is a 3 p.m. race start. London, 2 p.m. race start for you guys. And LA on the west coast of the United States of America. You are going to be watching the French Grand Prix at 6 a.m. For New York on the east coast, you'll be watching at 9 a.m.
And that's, of course, this weekend.
This weekend,
And then
French
we go
Grand Prix.
straight into the next. We're going into Austria.
And then Austria again.
And then Austria.
I don't know if they're doing the Steiermark Grand Prix first or if they're doing the Austria Grand Prix first. I don't know. But there also has been a Grand Prix cancellation. Singapore has pulled out. They've pulled the pin.
Have they? What's the reasoning?
Just
COVID-y.
can't do it.
COVID.
COVID-y reasons.
Bit too COVID-y down there.
Yeah, and they can't make a lot of money. They're not going to make a lot of money if there's no one coming in watching the race. So they've pulled the pin, which does leave a gap in the...
Aha. So
you
you're
see
saying,
where I'm going here?
You're saying there's a chance. That is a sweet little segue, my
little
mate.
chance of...
Narang.
We are in conversations.
Let's just put it out there now. Let's put the
Narang is ready.
Rumours to bed. Narang is ready. Will we get a GP here on the Gold Coast? The Monaco of the Gold Coast, Luke, as it's referred to, the Narang GP. Beautiful area.
Move the Melbourne Grand Prix to that time. And we'll have the November time slot.
Perfect.
You know what? Fuck it. Make Narang the final race of the year.
Love it.
Make it the closer. Because you know that's what Narang's all about.
About closing the deal.
Getting a deal done.
Getting it done. How much of this bag
And people are
of
going to be
hash?
sick afterwards, so they won't be able to go to another Grand Prix
How much
afterwards.
are you going to give me for the baggie?
Yep,
Yeah, get the deal done.
that's it.
Buy the drugs no matter what they cost you.
Use the beautiful prostitutes,
Use
the
this
prozzies.
dirty prosy.
Yeah. See?
Get the deal done.
Deal done, not the dildo.
She'll probably whip out the dildo, but half price. What is it, Chazza? 150.
50.
Get the deal done.
You go to Melbourne, that's 150.
Correct. That's what we're deal doers and deal makers up here.
And she uses the dishwasher to clean it.
Yes, she does.
So dildo dishwasher.
A whole stack of them in there. Horrible things.
You got to stack them right.
Got to stack them right.
'Cause if you have one over the top of the other, they won't get fully clean. It's important, and they won't get dry.
No, they're never going to be dry in time. In time?
Yeah.
For what?
It's rush. We get
for the
the
rush.
midday rush. You think it's a night thing, not Narang. It's a midday rush.
All the used car salesmen are knocking off early.
Like, listen, we're going to have lunch now. Let's go to the...
What is the latest with the Narang GP, Luke? Is there anything that you've got that we can tempt Liberty Media with? Because we're so close to securing the Narang GP up here.
Well, it was a big swing and a big, public backing after we announced the Teabaggers Association affiliation with us and Off-Track Entertainment of the Grand Prix weekend.
The teabagging.
And the competitive teabag. It's not just,
It's not just teabagging.
everyone just putting balls on faces here,
No,
mate.
no.
These are professionals.
There are rules,
Rules and regulations.
guidelines.
That's helped.
There's a
that
world
it's-
ranking system.
We've actually now got a tea sponsor, Bushels.
yes.
They've gotten behind the Grand Prix.
Yep.
A great tea brand here. I actually started my own tea brand.
Yes. You did.
Yeah, it's called Ceylon Unfiltered Natural Tea. You should drink it.
I'm going to
Try
try it.
CUNT.
Yes.
It's beautiful. So yeah, that's the Narang Grand Prix. We are in talks with the FIA. We've put it out there. I've said, listen, I've tweeted to them
Yeah.
on a DM. I said, hey guys, I know you're short a race.
We can help out.
Narang, the street track, given them our video, given them the outlay, told them what every corner is,
Yep.
all the great nude section, the great-
Everyone's behind it.
the
whole-
Ifland righty they're excited about.
Very much so. And it's not like your Singapore. Singapore aren't interested. If they're not making money, they don't care. Not with
We
the ring.
won't make money,
We know we're not going
but
to make
we
any money.
care about it.
We wouldn't make money if there was no COVID.
We will
We don't.
break the internet.
Narang doesn't care. Clearly, look at the place. They don't care.
No.
Narang doesn't care.
Dilapidated.
Yep. But it's for the little battler, the little man who's been knocked down, who's had more disappointments and hot meals. This is the Grand Prix that symbolises and embodies every struggler from wherever you are in the world, the little guy that doesn't get the opportunity,
Yep.
wasn't born with a silver spoon in the mouth, but had to fight his way to the top.
Yep.
And he's still not at the top, he's still at the bottom.
Of course he is. He'll always stay there.
He's going to be there forever.
But he should have a Grand Prix.
But he deserves 2 hours of television time where he is the king.
And I've heard back from local council, and they have stipulated that they're not going to close the school on the Fridays. So the
Brilliant.
second practice on Friday,
Yep.
they'll actually go 40 k's an hour in that school zone,
Brilliant, Luke.
and it will be heavily policed, not only by local enforcement but by the FIA as well.
And there'll be the lollipop ladies. They'll come out because the kids have to cross the street to go home.
Yep.
So
We
during
thought
the-
about building an overbridge.
No.
So
No,
you
no,
know
no, 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 no. Let's keep it as real as possible, can we?
It will chuck a virtual safety car, so everyone has to slow down. But then once they get to that zone,
Yeah.
40.
40 zone.
If the V8 supercars can do it in their pit lane, they can do it for the school zone.
Love it. Absolutely. What a wonderful idea that is. That's an element of Formula One racing that you just don't see. You don't see school kids crossing over the Formula One track mid-race with lollipop ladies
No.
putting the signs out to go slow. Stop, please. Kids are crossing.
Yeah, it should only affect second practice on Friday. Should only affect the afternoon practice.
Yeah. It's almost like a natural yellow flag. Isn't
And
it?
and the great thing is, most kids on a Friday afternoon don't go to school in Nerang. They kind of wag the rest of the day, so it won't impact the weekend too much.
There's not that many kids, is what you're saying.
Not around Friday afternoon. They're all, down the mall
Getting high,
having
smoking
a
bongs.
Winnie Blues.
Yeah.
And, getting a little bit drunk and high off paints.
Why not? Hey, that's what else is there to do in Nerang?
Not much.
There's not much. You
Swim
would
in the
know.
river.
Swim, and no one wants to take that risk.
No.
No way. What a great idea.
Come out with more diseases than Speckled Jim.
Absolutely. How can Liberty Media say no to that idea? I mean,
I don't know. They've been very good at it so far.
yeah, but Luke, children. Think of the now we can say think of the children.
children.
Don't disappoint the kids. They want to be part of this Grand Prix. Red flag when they're crossing
They
the
want to
road.
be. They want to
it's
be
a
behind
restart.
it. They want to be behind it.
Yep. I love it.
We should give them that Grand Prix.
Fair enough, Luke. Wonderful. Thanks for the update for the Nerang GP.
You're welcome.
Looks like we're just edging ever closer.
Oh,
to
I love edging.
Finally closing in on our very, very first Nerang GP. We are so tantalisingly close.
See how proud we'll be.
So proud.
We'll hand out the trophies.
Would we?
Yeah.
We might actually. Well, this was our idea.
We're not giving it to
Let's
the
just-
Minister of Sport.
Well, let's be humble. We are a humble people, you and I.
No. We're going to wear a T-shirt
We did
because
this.
of us.
Thank you're fucking welcome, Nerang.
Thank us.
Thank us.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank us, Nerang. Thank us, world.
World. The world will be think. See, the world will
It'll
think
be such a great race.
before the race. The world will think this is a joke. After it, they'll think, "What a revelation!"
Everyone will
What
have nude sections after
a-
this.
Everyone's going to have a nude section. They're
They're
going
going to have competitive teabagging all around the world.
local prozzies.
The TBA will be at every single Grand Prix.
The nude section.
Yep. The meth museum.
The
It'll be a
meth
traveling
museum.
meth museum. See?
The meth simulator.
The meth sim. Oh, the things you can think of when you put those goggles on. And
People
it
have
gives you
been-
that euphoric high.
Yep.
And then you have to suck that stranger's cock to get your next baggie of meth. It's an exciting time. You don't just get the highs, you get the lows as well.
Yeah.
You get the itch.
It's the roller coaster of life, Luke.
Oh, it's realism.
Nothing worse than helicopter parents protecting them. Get them out there, smoke some bongs, and
Yep.
get them to teabag.
Inject this into your toes.
This will toughen you up a little bit. You're welcome, world.
That'll be the name of the podcast. You're welcome, world.
That's the update from the Range GP. Oh,
Couldn't be more righteous.
Could not. Wow, that's just next level awesome. Right, so we've got to talk to this man. He's on the line. We're going to hold up. We're going to chat to him right now.
Okay.
I'll chat to him because he can be a bit fiery. He can be a little bit. Well, he's not as angry as Kimi Räikkönen, but he's right up there. So let's have a big hello to Toto Wolff. G'day, Toto Wolff. Welcome to FE1 Podcast. Thanks for your time. How are you feeling? And first question before don't answer that question, answer this question.
Which question am I answering?
Christian Horner, your favourite person, doesn't like the way that you roast your team. He said that. He said he doesn't think that's appropriate. He doesn't like the way you openly roast members of your own team. Would you care to comment on Christian Horner's comments?
Well, where do I start with this windbag? He doesn't stop talking. He doesn't stop complaining. Now, what is he, HR of my team? Is that what he is? He's taking complaints and writing them down in his little notebook. Listen, Christian, I've got a word for you. We've won the 7 world championships in a row, drivers and constructors.
Yeah.
The great way that they respond is not by patting them on the back and going, oh, you did a good job. We came shit. No. We tell them the truth. We go, you suck. You make a piece of shit idea. You are bad at your job. If you don't fix it, you'll be out on your ass.
Yeah.
What did Red Bull done? They signed Adrian Newey and they just coasted for the rest of the time. They've done nothing. Look at their drivers all over the fucking shop. In half the year, out half the year. The fucking windbag doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Wow.
You don't need. We've won 7 world championships through my management style, through the way that I tell my team, listen, you're a piece of shit, but you can get better.
Yes.
If you want to be better, you stay here. If you want to cry and be a little baby, go off to Red Bull, go off to Aston Martin and fuck off to Williams. We are a champion team, and this is the way I roll. If you don't like it, there's a fucking door.
Wow. You are definitely a world championship team. No one messes with the team or yourself. Toto, what are your thoughts coming into the next Grand Prix? Wasn't quite how you'd wished it with Hamilton going off. Great chance to bag some points. Obviously, Bottas. Can we get any idea of what your plans for Bottas might be coming into next year?
I'm not going to talk contracts about after you Bottas. He's a great wingman to Lewis. He finished ahead of Lewis in this last Grand Prix, so he's in good form. Sure, he went backwards during the race, but it's what he does best. He's probably one of the best drivers in going backwards. So it's probably, sometimes we miss out. We had a bad weekend. As a team, the drivers didn't perform. Lewis made a mistake. He got the lead of the race, and unfortunately, he pressed the magic button, which I can't talk to you about anymore. But he went off into the deep braking area, and then he managed to turn around, did a beautiful U-turn, and then he got back on the track. And no one actually saw the U-turn. It was just a beautiful U-turn, probably one of the finest U-turns I've ever seen.
No.
And Valtteri, he was focusing really hard on his mirrors and making sure that they were straight. And, he did a fantastic job. But coming into France, it's a track I think will be very strong. Epic Red Bull are clearly the best team at the moment.
Yep.
But with that windbag in front and telling them what to do, we will capitalize on their shitness and their inability to execute a good race.
You really don't like Christian Horner.
I think he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
It's, when you see someone who is small and they want to be tall,
Yes.
like a small man syndrome, that's what I see in Christian Horner.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a little man who's just jealous of anyone who can reach the top shelf at the supermarket.
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
Yes.
But in front, I shake his hand, I touch him on the butt. I have to bend down to touch him on the butt because he's so short.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he needs to grow up and start looking at his own team, not looking at mine.
Yeah.
If you want to look at my team, check out these trophies.
Yeah.
More than you've ever had.
Well, Toto, the gloves are certainly off between Christian Horner and yourself, and it is, can I just say, from a spectacle point of view, it's very fun to watch. So we just want you to keep on punching away, and who will be the best at the end? We'll see who wins that final round.
If it means I have to fight, I will fight.
Yep.
I will put my gloves on, and I will punch him square in the face.
Yep.
You heard it here first.
Thank you, Toto, for spending so much time with F1 Podcast.
Go fuck yourself.
And that was Toto Wolff. Wow.
He was.
How about that? Feisty. Does not like Christian Horner.
Those claws were out. Meow.
Meow, meow. They hate each other. But it makes for great
Podcasting.
great podcasting. Wonderful entertainment. Those two teams. I've never seen this much vitriol between the two.
I like to see them with handbags just fighting each other, Monty Python style.
Yeah, all those big sumo suits. Get them in that. But I just fear that you
Those
wouldn't.
Zorb balls.
Yeah, but you wouldn't see little Christian Horner's head
No.
with the sumo suit, would you?
No.
Like Toto it'd be up to his waist, and Christian would you might just see a bit of his top hairline. But interesting times. It's going to be very interesting to watch how that unpans for the rest of the year, Luke. Very exciting. And how about that, getting those guys on this podcast?
It's pretty good.
Oh, man. I can't believe it.
We have incriminating evidence on every single one of them.
We've got stuff on them.
It's not about quota. It's about, we
It's
got dirt on you, motherfuckers.
We've got a lot of dirt on these guys.
Some of you guys are dressing up as Nazis.
Oh, boy.
Some of you like bondage and S&M.
Yep.
I saw you in that back of that Max Mosley video. I knew it was you.
Speaking of inappropriate, Sebastian Vettel.
Ooh,
Nice little segue.
4-time world champion.
Time to catch up with him. We're getting out all the big names right, bang, 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 back to back, aren't we?
That's all we do.
Sebastian had a big race at
did.
Azerbaijan. Well, how he's going to go in France?
We'll find out.
Well, suddenly something suddenly clicked, hasn't it? Clicked for Sebastian.
Yeah, Aston Martin.
Let's have a chat to him. Hey guys. Hi guys. I'm Sebastian Vettel, 4-time world champion. Hi.
Second place.
Oh my God.
Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
OMG. Oh my God. Did you watch me? Did you see me look?
I did watch you.
I was waving.
You did a
I was
fantastic
waving
job.
to you.
Your overtake.
Holy shit. I was great.
I'm back, baby.
P2.
I'm back.
You put your car in the right position.
I put my cock in position. Boom! Ah! I put my cock in position.
You sure did.
I sure did, yeah.
You made that move.
Yeah, I did.
You even had a little bit of a taste at P1. You had
Tasted
a dive.
cock? I tasted cock, yeah. A little taste of the cock. I was just...
Is that what you call Perez?
Perez, yeah.
Coco Perez?
Little Coco Perez.
Instead of Checo? It's Coco.
Little Coco Perez. Yeah, it's great. So cute. Oh, my God.
How good is it to step up there?
I know. I miss...
All Red Bull drivers. You've
I
had
miss it.
the current Red Bull driver. You
Yeah,
were a Red Bull
I
driver.
know, I
Gasly
know.
was a Red Bull driver.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird?
Just
So
proves
weird.
that they made a wrong decision with getting rid of Gasly, really.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he? Little Gasly. He's a great little driver. Yeah, he's done really well. I'm very, very proud of him.
So what's changed for you at Aston Martin in the
know.
last two races?
I think something's just clicked, I've just been more focused and just I think I'm understanding the car a little. I think I'm adapting to the car quite
It's
well.
talking to you. You can feel it in your ass.
I think so. In my butt cheeks, you can feel when you clench. You can often feel. You think, is this seat being receptive to my anus? Yeah,
I saw that your seat insert has a little extra.
it's like a little dongle. Yep.
Is that for Bluetooth?
Yeah. It's a funny position. Like you don't normally think that you need the Bluetooth right under the anus, like touching, like up inside the anus. But
I saw it vibrating
yes,
at one point.
yeah. But it's the best way to get the Bluetooth reception. You don't have any dropouts.
That explains. Remember that Sebastian had this. You had this paddle.
Yeah.
In the Ferrari that Charles didn't have. That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, and you push it, and it would just go.
And then you get extra sensitivity when you go into corners.
Yeah, correct. Yes, that's right. It would give you a little squeeze, and it would remind
When
you.
you lose a little bit of traction, it starts to inflate a
It
little.
reminds you, hey, what are you doing? This is inserting in your anus, so you can concentrate on the corner.
That's a very intelligent way to look at it.
Thank you.
Um,
It was my idea.
of course, Omar Safnow said that you've come out with a lot of great
Lots
ideas.
of stuff in the car
that
is my
you've
idea.
also changed the way that they do their debriefing, and how do they do that? The debrief after
yeah.
each session.
Yeah. We just have a totally new debrief. We just get naked. We just go, hey guys. So I concentrate best when you're all naked. So please, everyone, turn around, get naked, and go. So then I can concentrate
You
more.
can really
I can really
focus on that
I
data.
can focus on the data. I look around and I look at that little data.
Because you look at someone and you go, I wonder what they look like naked. And when they are naked, you don't have to think about that. You think and you concentrate on it.
Because there's so
I can
many
understand it.
big, hunky, huge guys in the garage with the big muscles, and some are quite hairy. And you're just, at the debrief, you're wondering what they would look like if they were naked. So this way, they're naked. I don't have to wonder. So I'm concentrating more on the driving.
That's
So
great.
it's a great idea.
So
It's
pair
really-
that with your dongle, you've just made a lot of positive impacts. It was turned out to be great experiences.
Positive
and
impact. I get to see naked guys, and a positive impact right up my anus. Up my Google sack. Oh boy.
Well, congratulations on the P2.
Thank you so much.
All the
guys.
best for this weekend's French
Thank
Grand Prix.
you so much, guys. I'm
and,
very excited.
and because you got a podium,
yeah.
I'll send you a dick pic.
Oh, Luke, you're so cute. I just want to hug you. Thanks, Luke. You see you. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye. Sebastian Vettel, four-time world champion. What a great guy.
What a deserving
What a
man.
deserving winner.
I mean, if you're thinking about sending a dick pic, send it to Sebastian Vettel.
He will not be disappointed.
Very, very happy.
He'll never send it back to you.
No.
He'll never send it
No.
back.
He'll just send you like the 3 water emoji. That's all he'll send back.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's more than one, but
Yeah.
he sends. That's how he replies.
Yeah.
So it's like a rating,
Yeah.
a dick rating from Sebastian.
Yeah. You know you're doing well.
Yeah. I'm going to have a quick chat. Before we get close to it, we're going to have a quick chat to IndyCar winner, former F1 driver Marcus Ericsson, and talked about his race in Detroit. He won the Saturday race. And we'll just have a quick chat with him. Marcus, how you going?
I am Marcus Ericsson! I am the stay-at-home Viking! Who dares call me at this hour?
Marcus, congratulations. A Detroit win in the IndyCar.
Sorry, I've been very sleepy. I get like this when I've just been freshly woken.
No, you're in the land of the Doritos.
I know!
Have you had much Dorito dust on you?
Yes,
You were in front. Is that how you kept everyone behind you?
that's right. I sprinkled the Doritos behind me, and they would slip and be tempted by the deliciousness, and they would nibble on them. And it would allow me to stay in front.
Well, congratulations, Marcus. I just want to have a quick. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Thank you for getting off the couch.
I am Marcus Ericsson, the stay-at-home Viking, and you are welcome.
Wow, Marcus Ericsson. There you go.
There's Marcus Ericsson. Jesus.
He brings a lot of. That's probably the most words he's ever said on this podcast. And fuck, it's scary.
It's,
I didn't know where he was going.
I don't know what's going on there.
But
A lot of energy.
yeah,
He seemed like he was surprised that you called him.
I didn't want to. I thought
Startled.
it's early. It's like 6 a.m. there.
Yeah. Is that how he always answers the phone?
Yeah, I would have that on.
He's
You call me at 6
He just
a.m.,
shouts out,
what the fuck?"
I'm Marcus Ericsson.
Well, he's a Viking. He's a stay-at-home Viking. He's always had that presence.
Yeah.
He always had the Doritos and was peeling himself off the couch, and he
Doritos.
finally got the job done.
Got the job done.
He was a bit fortunate. Willpower had an issue.
Yep.
They had a red flag. Willpower came in. His car overheated, never restarted. And Marcus, who was in P2, inherited the lead and didn't look back from there
Who
on.
would have thought, eh?
Yeah,
Marcus
congratulations.
Ericsson.
Marcus Ericsson, former Formula One driver for Sauber Alfa Romeo, and he did a
Wow.
fantastic job winning in IndyCar.
So good.
Hmm.
Wow. And thanks for getting in contact with him. That was, yeah,
I kind of wanted to spring him.
surprise him.
Yeah.
Yeah. make it
Because
real.
he was a bit of a regular on here. We did have him chirp in every time we selected him in his tips.
Yeah, that's
And,
right. Yeah. He was good. He was good value. Good fun. Tipping update, Luke. How am I going? This
How
is
are you going, Adam?
Pretty badly.
Give
I
us a-
think.
Give us what you think you're going
I
at.
reckon I'm probably mid-pack in the tipping competition.
Mid-pack.
Yeah, you reckon mid-pack?
No,
No.
don't think so at all.
This is the competition, of course, where you can still get involved if you want to.
course you
It's
can.
not too late.
No.
Just jump on the socials and you can
Check out
enter
our
the-
pinned tweet on Twitter.
Yep.
There's 3 links to go there. You'll select, you write your name in the first bit, and then you do your next tips. You just tap which driver you think's going to win in quali, which one's going to win in the race between the teammates.
Yes.
And then we tally it up. I tally it up afterwards, and Cliff,
We tally it up.
we wink, wink, tally it up. It's producer Pete does it all.
Producer Pete.
Does
Very
it all
good,
from
very good.
Evan's head. Cliff and myself we both got 13 points. Jimmy got 12, and everyone else got 11.
So I got 11.
You got
That's
11.
my highest score of the
Yeah,
round, I think, of the
congratulations.
year.
The leader so far is Jimmy on 82. Then we have myself and Cliff, 78. Then Pat, 77. Marcus, 74. Pete, 71.
Yep.
And Adam on 59. You got some work to do.
Ooh, look at some. That's
You need to
early
start
day-
throwing some haymakers.
Early days, my friend. Early days.
Very
You
early.
might see some unusual tips come through.
I think we already have.
You will see some unusual tips. I'm going to put them in right now, actually.
And I'm thinking
I'm
this
doing them right-
weekend,
I'm doing them now. I'm
Well,
not even looking.
I've had some feedback
Yeah.
that I might put in a sort of like a tip, like an obscure tip. Like you sort of make a prediction, like a
Yeah.
prediction outside of the norm.
Yeah.
And if you get that right, we'll give you an extra 5 points. So if you say that
Ooh, yeah.
Pierre Gasly's going to win the next race, and he wins it, you'll get an extra 5 points.
That's, yeah, so you're,
So you can't say it's going to be
Yeah,
a Red
nice.
Bull, Ferrari,
yep.
or
It's it's a
Mercedes
chance.
driver.
So for those who are like struggling,
Yeah,
and at the
you
back
know,
of the pack,
Yuki Tsunoda's
here's your
going to be on the
chance.
podium.
Here's your chance.
So be unreasonable, like be ridiculously, that someone like Mazepin's going to get a point.
Yeah.
Like those are the kind of things you go, okay, this is outside the box. If you just say that Lewis is going to win the race or Max is going to win the race,
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay
No.
attention to it. It has to be
No, that's not.
completely out there.
Yeah.
And if you said Sebastian Vettel was going to get on the podium, I would go,
That's a 5-pointer.
that's a 5 point.
That's easy.
So I'm going to add that to it.
Would Gasly being in the top 3 be a 5-pointer?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
When you think about the 3 or 4 teams that are ahead of AlphaTauri,
Yep. Okay.
for him to make that
So
jump.
it's outside the top 3 or 4 teams. You're willing to...
Yeah, outside Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes.
Okay.
So it could be Chuck Norris. It happens, but other things have to happen for it to happen.
Yeah.
There's 6.
Yes, there's a flow on.
Yeah.
I like it, Luke. I like it a lot. Thank you for that.
But it has to,
Tipping
like, if
updates.
it's going to be like if it's going to be a McLaren tip, it has to be a McLaren to win,
Not just to place.
to podium. So it has to be a win.
What if Dan was to get on the podium? Is that a 5-pointer?
No.
No.
He has to win. Not for 5 points. Come on, this is a tipping competition. It's not come throw about bullshit. If it's Lance Stroll winning a race, there's your 5 points.
Yes.
If it's Mazepin getting a point, if it's Russell or Latifi getting a point, yeah, I can understand. If it's a Haas getting in the points, then yes, that's going to give you 5 points.
I like it. Big thanks to your mum, Mrs.
Thanks, Mum.
Luke, for this wonderful spread. Not only did she come up with that delicious beef bourguignon that we're currently sitting in, the dish of the home GP out of respect for the culture. We're sitting in the culture right now. It's getting cool. It's not quite as warm as it was. So
Mine is still cool.
yeah, it's,
I'm all puckered up.
Yep, it's it's time to get out of this beef bourguignon.
We've got a beautiful assortment.
Oh, look at that! We've got the
Creme brulee,
creme brulee, the profiterole,
lemon crepes,
ooh, lemon crepe.
crepes,
We've got
lobster bisque,
lobster bisque. Yum. What else? You got?
flan.
I love flan.
You do love flan.
Oh, that's delish.
You're a flan fan.
Yum, I love it.
And the last week, got some ratatouille.
Ratatouille. What a lovely French feast this
Well
is.
done, Mum.
Well done, Mrs. Luke. Well done to you, Luke.
Well done to you, Adam.
Thank you, Luke. Let's here, grab a fork and let's
Dig in.
dig in, and we'll catch you in a couple of days right here, FE1 Podcast. We're going to get into the French GP, and we hope it's not going to be too boring. What do you
It'll be
think?
good.
It'll be fine.
No, we're putting it out there. This has been a good year.
It's going to be a great.
It's going to be a great race.
A great race. We're hopeful for a great race, and hopefully as delicious as this meal is. See you soon, Luke.
Bye now.
Do 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 do.